Time for episode 3, always the best case in any Ace Attorney game. Here we go! Hello, welcome back to P-Storm. I am Pluvius Lilon, and today we're playing Apollo Justice. When we last left off, we finished our second case, and now we're about to move on to the third one. That's about it. Let's get started. Episode 3, Turnabout Serenade. Let's rock! We love you! Rock on, everyone! This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Governor's Guilty as Charged tour. There'll now be a 20-minute intermission. That might have been that might have not been Clavier talking, but whatever. This is so cool. Us at a Governor's concert.
Is that how you pronounce it? I've only ever seen it written. The Governor's putting the sick back in music.
Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know?
When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free.
Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Governor's show.
Trucy? You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name?
Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock.
God-awful, maybe. Ha! Got him!
I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Governor's albums and 15 concert videos.
That was quite a bit of impulse shopping.
I got an advance on my next 15 years' worth of allowance.
For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who'd have imagined me here? At a Governor's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. And I may be tenting a little. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy, but I think she knows.
Oh, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets.
And the invoice you sent along with them.
You're incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lamirar's singing, right? The siren of the ballad.
Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show, and boy are her arms tired.
That's right. Happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamirar says, you praise me too highly.
Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Latousse, Lamirar's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally.
It's a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lamirar to be heard in this country.
That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful.
Ooh, it's Lamirar. I'm actually meeting Lamirar.
Lamiroir, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lifting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist.
Lamiroir says, "We've long looked forward to this joint performance."
Ah, Lamiroir, your voice, it is art.
Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice.
I've seen this kid somewhere before.
He plays piano at all of Lamiroir's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist.
Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear.
Allow me to introduce Machi Tobai. He's blind. This is why he never strays far from Lamiroir. They're always together.
They're like characters from some fairy tale.
Lamiroir is so, what's that word? Exotic. And mysterious.
She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do.
Hers is kind of a sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar's Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. Now it's time. For the next part, we're giving the Gavinner's hard rock a little rest. Lamiroir, the stage is yours.
The band members will not play during Lamiroir's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lamiroir's dulcet voice.
And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know?
I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel.
Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Sugar, sugar, oh, that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Oh, burning on in my heart fire, burn my love away, all away, like a bullet of love fire. Take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. I didn't know all the lyrics, but I knew I knew the end of it, or didn't remember all the lyrics, rather. Wow, wasn't Lamiroir amazing? I even cried a little.
I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar.
Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production.
What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was.
Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero.
I'm not sure I'd call that art.
Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes... There's 20 minutes to the last part of the show.
How many breaks does this band need?
What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I played new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible.
He seems upset.
Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me?
Hey, I didn't do it.
So much for risking your life for art.
The guitar's serenade is ruined. Ruined!
Well, let's try to talk to him at least.
I'm not sure that's the best move right now.
You mean the guitar that wasn't part of the act?
Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose?
But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart fire, burn my love away, all away.
Wait, you think the audience thought it was...
Sounds like you got lucky.
They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did.
He got lucky and he didn't realize it.
Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke.
Unusually frugal for a rock band.
Try saying that to Mr. Gavin.
Achtung! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken.
Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lemiroir's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin?
Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody.
You know, I was surprised she could sing in English.
I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Here.
What's this?
A lyrics sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lemiroir.
Yippee! Thanks so much.
All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements.
Almost time for the third act of the night.
Oh, there's more?
Yes, Lemiroir's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? I hope you're ready to catch it.
Woohoo! Ready, Apollo?
I think I'll pass. I like the bit with Lemiroir, but the rest could use a volume knob. Turned way down.
Apollo, you're getting old.
Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old?
Well, I'm going.
Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock.
Hey, you're older than I am.
Let's take a look at all this stuff. He's got fucking gauntlets.
Thick leather gloves and sunglasses. Maybe I'll try these on. On second thought, no. They might be evidence for one of Prosecutor Gavin's cases.
What's that pot roast that someone left there?
A delicious bowl of stew, made of plastic. Huh. The bottom of the bowl has a G on it. They sell these at concerts? Whatever happened to t-shirts? That guitar looks like it was made out of a cop car door. That's right, Trucy's not here to set me straight. Now I feel kinda lonely. There's graffiti on the mirror and lipstick. Wait, but the Gavinners are all guys. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin wears lipstick.
You know what you have to do, Apollo. You gotta take the lipstick and write whore on the other mirror.
Chains dangle from the ceiling. They aren't glamorous, but I bet Detective Sky'd have something to say about them. A police uniform. Next to it is a policeman's hat and a pair of handcuffs. Guess the band is really into the police. Must be Prosecutor Gavin's bad influence. I thought rock and roll was about being rebellious. That's an odd guitar. The design is that character I saw in the hallway, but with sunglasses. What a strange mascot. He looks like he's crying. Since when was rock about crying? They should name this guy Emo. An old-fashioned speaker hangs from the ceiling. That must be to monitor what's happening out on stage. I think we had the same kind for my school's PA system. That police officer looks ready to rock. Some kids must see this and actually want to be cops. Somehow I don't think a rocking defense attorney would work too well. And they say trans people indoctrinate kids. A postcard of Le Miroir. I can't read a single word of the sentence at the bottom. Trucy might want one of these. I'll show it to her next time we're here.
Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, out into the hallway. Hey, it's you! That right kid!
Detective Sky! I'll let that right kid business pass.
Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder.
That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit?
Security? Did something happen?
There's no knowing with that glamorous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wants security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some kind of big rock star?
He is a big rock star.
Hey, you listening to me?
So, where's this back door here lead to?
This one? That's Le Miroir's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snack ooze in your face.
Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder?
You know those snack ooze look like Cheetos if they were chocolate instead of cheese. Like Bomba. I've talked about Bomba before in my Rant 6 playthrough. They're like Cheeto Puffs but peanut butter instead of cheese. So I imagine snack ooze are like that but chocolate.
Emma? I've never seen someone eat snacks with such vehemence. I better give her a wide berth. She snack-hooed me.
Alright, well let's examine some stuff, I guess. What's this headset on the floor?
What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Le Miroir's bodyguard dropped it. Emma, will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen?
Ha! If you think you're gonna pull me away from my snacks just to hear you mumbling on and on about whatever, you're gonna be sorely disappointed.
At least I got her to stop munching.
Alright, your homework for tonight, Rain Frogs. Draw Emma with a chubby tummy, eating just a whole bunch of snack-oos. Or you know, just find art of such a thing.
Such a thing, Larry.
What's that odd-looking doll doing there?
Oh, that's the blue badger.
Could you try either talking or munching, but not both?
Serves me right for going out of my way.
Sorry, I don't speak snackoos. That's Prosecutor Gavin's, the Governor's dressing room.
Put so much as a hand on the door and I'll snackoo you.
Hold on. But I just came out of there.
Don't play smart with me.
So this is Lemiroir's dressing room.
If you even think about going in there, I'll...
What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on.
You, out of my way.
Emma!
Lemiroir! It's not locked. I'm going in.
What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Ah! It's Lemiroir's manager. Mr. What's-his-name?
Latouche! Oh no. Hey you.
Me?
Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup.
Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right?
And don't touch anything. I'll be right back.
What's going on? I just talked to him and now... Ugh. He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
Shot. I was shot.
Who shot you?
I don't know. Ask
what?
Ask witness.
Witness? There was a witness? Who?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
You're cold? Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. Help is on the way.
Can't see.
Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is
Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Mr. Latouche! Yipes! Emma? What was that? Who's there?
What's wrong?
Emma, did you see anyone just now?
Huh? No?
I could have sworn I heard a door close.
The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latouche... He's dead, isn't he? It's terrible.
I lost him. Romain Latouche, shot. I heard his last words. The witness is the siren, whatever that means.
The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then, yeah, Fraulein Detective?
I don't need some rock and rolling prosecutor to tell me that.
One request I must make. Tell no one on staff or otherwise anything of this.
Ooh, a gag order.
No word gets out other than that Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder.
Tell no one. Not even Lemiroir?
Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this there, forehead. Yours too, Fraulein.
On that? An investigation request?
Why just us?
You two are civilians. It's standard procedure.
That should be okay to sign, I think.
Right, well, get started with the investigation.
I'm on it already.
One tip for you.
Huh? Me?
Try not to get in the Fraulein detective's way. She's in a foul mood today.
Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses. Now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, all right. Our way.
Somehow I don't see us going back to that crime scene anytime soon.
I still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon.
This is no time for navel gazing. Let's crack this case.
I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is.
Something the matter?
No, let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latusse's last words.
The witness is Siren.
First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren.
Alright, time to turn my fan on.
Ugh.
What's that? Looks like some kind of future phone.
Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset.
What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latouche might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards?
I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. That's the governor's dressing room. The crime scene was Lemiroir's dressing room. Next door.
Never know where clues might be hiding, Apollo. Let's case this joint.
After you, true CPI. Lemiroir's dressing room.
The scene of the crime.
We're not supposed to go in there.
But aren't we involved? Aren't we duty-bound to investigate?
Sadly, no. Though the situation being what it is, now may be our best chance to do some snooping.
That's the Blue Badger, the police mascot.
Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band?
Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the governor's mascot too.
Huh, go figure.
I hear those things fly off the shelves.
I'll have to take a closer look at one someday.
Yeah. Too bad Blue Badgers aren't all the rage in real 2026. Instead we get Labubu's. The Blue Badger. I'm thirsty, Apollo.
Want something to drink?
How about this one? A Steel Samurai soda.
Now in real steel flavor.
Huh?
Here, my treat.
Hey, this isn't enough change.
The machines outside are cheaper. This one's highway robbery. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour.
I love that name. Guilty as charged.
Seems kind of negative to me.
Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour.
It kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Looks like an instrument case. A big instrument case.
There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. See, you take it to, like, an infested house, but you're actually carrying a meth lab in it, and you're pretending to be an exterminator.
Trucy, why does your dad let you watch Breaking Bad?
The miraculous, beautiful girl escapes the case illusion.
So it's the girl who's miraculous and not the escape?
So picky. Alright, let's move. Yeah, let's check the crime scene first. No, we already checked the Governor's dressing room. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come.
You have to let us investigate the scene, please.
You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client?
Latouche did tell me to ask the witness, the siren, with his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count?
Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please. Think of poor Lemiroir. Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me.
Great, let's get to it.
Right. Just try not to touch anything.
She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted.
Mr. Romain Latouche, wasn't it? He was Lemiroir's manager and interpreter, apparently. This is his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. Doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who?
Lemiroir. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from...
What are you talking about?
Hey, it was Emma's idea.
I said nothing.
Always with the snacks.
He's a big man. Or was. I don't even think I could win in a fight with him.
Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing.
We've sent a request to the Burgundian embassy for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do?
That's true. It was us who found the body.
What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert.
Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this.
Well, we know the crime took place during the concert.
When we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone.
What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was there? How did he leave the room?
That window's a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer.
Alright, time to start examining. I guess we'll start with the bullet holes. Are these bullet holes?
Looks like it. There are two here in the wall.
From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. But there are two holes. Wouldn't that mean two misses? The murder weapon's a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch. Sounds painful.
No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon.
Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma? You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please," are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh.
It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma.
It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence.
Note to self. Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution.
You need to learn to respect your elders a little.
Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Trucy's still after that brooch, clearly.
No way. If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Daddy always says, Trucy, if you want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg. Leave it to Mr. Right.
I should be concerned about Trucy's future, but I'm more concerned that about the owner of that brooch. Huh, another ladder.
Actually, it's technically a stepladder.
Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination.
I'm less worried about the stepladder and more worried about why it's there.
Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling.
I still say it's a stepladder. What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies.
Nothing. That's nothing.
Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you're thinking, right? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small.
Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy.
I didn't do it.
Uh,
I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you.
I know. Of course I don't think you did it.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo.
Hey, what have I done? That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder.
That's for monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring? It pipes a real-time feed with the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up.
Yes, I seem to recall it being loud and vaguely musical. Made it hard to hear Mr. Latusse's last words.
That Apollo! Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV.
Yeah, a wide flat-screen TV. I want one of those.
You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was, then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law.
Great, just stomp on my dreams, why don't you?
Also, ironically, even though food is expensive as all hell, I think TVs are like, you know, for the current buying power of the US dollar, I think TVs are probably as cheap as they've ever been. The last TV I bought was like $100. I don't think it was that big, but still. Yeah, TVs are like dirt cheap these days because nobody watches TV anymore. Ooh, Paulo, can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know, but still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat. Right.
Whoa, stop it. Are you too crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better.
But she tempted me. She's a temptress.
Please grow up.
Alright, let's take a look at the other side of the room now.
Seeing these mirrors lined up makes me think I'm really in a dressing room.
You are in a dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Burgundian? All I know is they sure don't make much of a clue.
What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant.
Not sure I approve. It'd be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh. The flower fell off.
What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma?
It's fine. I'll just put it back, see?
How scientific. This is one of those, things, right? At the barber's?
A permanent dryer. Want me to curl those bangs of yours?
No thanks.
Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know?
Look at all these presents. The Miroir sure is popular.
Ooh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we? Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of these boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. Could be anything. I'm never having a birthday party again. Look, there's a little window over there. Maybe the killer escaped through that.
It's barely big enough for me to get my head through.
Not to mention it only opens a crack. What? I was just saying it's possible.
Right. No harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it's impossible.
You could peek into the room through it, though, you know? Yeah, we'll save the body for last. Let's look at the murder weapon first.
This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver?
That's right. A big .45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it.
I didn't.
Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened.
I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo.
Hey, what have I done?
Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Go ahead, Apollo. You first.
Me? No, you should go first, Trucy, really.
Will you two stop bickering and get over here?
She's munching on snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed.
I want to see what this is. Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do, yep.
Says who? Something strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like?
Apollo, look at his hand.
He's holding something.
Hey, no touching.
You can throw all the snacks you can throw all the snacks at me you'd like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them.
You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. See there? He's holding something. What's this?
A keyring?
You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility.
What an unusual keyring. What unusual keys. Why does this one say girl? This could be a vital clue.
Love this upbeat music playing while we're examining a dead body. That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. What? It's the same dialogue. Beat for beat, it was literally the same dialogue.
The body was holding a key ring.
Wonder what it could mean. It must mean something.
It doesn't look like the kind Mr. Latouche would use. So the question is, whose key ring is it?
Well, you're practically a detective here, Apollo. Practically.
I'm glad it brings them so much joy to mock me.
Okay, we are done examining the body. Oh.
A .45 caliber revolver, very deadly.
You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's a caliber, and what does the 45 mean?
Huh?
You want me to tell you? It's the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words. Bigger bullets do more damage.
Wow, chalk 1 point up for forensic science.
You know it. But it's not 45 inches, right? That'd be too big. What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss Science? Well? Hush. Kids shouldn't ask so many questions. Okay, I think we're about done here. Yeah, looked at this, looked at this.
What's this poster?
Let's see. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Looks like a poster for a different show.
One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. There's another Governor's poster here.
I'm just about sick of seeing those personally. Maybe I'll tear it down. Haha!
No tampering with the crime scene, Emma.
Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds. Don't look at me. Okay. Out we go. Unless I can present some stuff. But, rather save that for later. Huh. Looks like nobody's in here.
Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case, too. No rest for the wicked.
No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock, rock! Do I have to? Do I have to look at all this again?
What's a police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police.
Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking police are some kind of band.
But that's just silly. Who'd name a band the Police?
That guitar. That's the legendary AA 400, the Red Badger.
I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic.
Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it.
Ah, the fickleness of youth.
You should dye your hair Badger Red, too.
I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much.
The stubbornness of age.
A police uniform hangs on the stand here.
Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here, move along.
It's okay, you don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd.
Really? You think so? I guess you're right.
Now I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something.
They're a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Look! It's a postcard of Le Miroir.
What are those letters at the bottom? I've never seen those before.
It must be her native tongue, Borginian.
Burgundian, huh? Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there?
Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys? Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat that stew.
That's just mean.
It gets worse. See, if the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it. If you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like, you don't know which ones are the real bad guys.
I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. This place is decorated like a high school dance. Though I think our decorations were paper, not chains.
The Gavinners are into chains. It's part of their image.
Huh, no kidding.
Ever since they used chains in the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up.
They're really into the whole police thing, aren't they?
It'd be cooler if they turned that red light on.
They don't have to turn on the red light. They don't have to wear that dress tonight. Someone drew the Gavinner's mark in lipstick here.
Lipstick. I'd like to wear lipstick someday.
Oh, you don't use lipstick yet, Trucy?
Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says.
You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid.
Why so pessimistic, Apollo? Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band.
Rocking it hard, under the speed limit.
There's a cruiser bass and a cruiser drum set and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle.
I'm not so sure about that last one.
It's for blowing the whistle on criminals.
I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy.
Okay. Didn't find any evidence of note in there. But now let's check the stage. The stage looks empty.
I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin.
Oh well, nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess.
I guess. Excuse me. Now that's a big instrument case.
That's a case for a contrabass, I think.
You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet.
It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument.
You could fit 5 Trucies in there, I bet.
Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument? Wonder who left it sitting open like that.
Look, a ladder. I guess they need one to work the lights and such.
Why don't they use a stepladder? I prefer stepladders, really. Is that so wrong?
Not wrong, just, well, why do you prefer stepladders?
They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders.
I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you.
What a big stage. It's on a whole other scale from the Wonder Bar.
The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert.
I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday.
Just hold back on the lights for my eyes' sake, please.
You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about lights.
You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing them magic.
Wow, that piano looks so much bigger close up. Machi played so beautifully.
Yeah, like a real pianist.
That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy.
Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with sound.
I guess when we can fiddle. Let's see here.
Don't touch that.
A healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says.
They should require parental testing, clearly.
Huh. Okay, I guess all that's left is to start presenting stuff to Emma. So I didn't find nothing anywhere other than the crime scene. You always carry that around, do you? Just like Mr. Wright.
Huh?
It's good to never let yourself forget who you are. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work.
Come to think of it, why do I carry this around? Though I suppose that's one compliment it's got me.
Sorry. I can't comment on anything not scientifically relevant. I'm a forensic scientist, after all.
A self-styled one, at least.
Ah, come on. The brooch has got to have fingerprints on it. It's got to be scientific.
So this is the murder weapon. This revolver's incredibly heavy.
It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd.
What's odd?
Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair. Tell us. It's just something about this revolver seems strange.
Strange?
Alright, what's so strange about the revolver? What do you think about this revolver?
Well, it's pretty big and heavy.
That's right. It's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites.
And that's not a problem?
There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter.
Strain?
Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used this revolver, and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting.
Used to shooting a high-caliber weapon?
Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is.
I guess you're right.
I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. Yeah, I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back?
Huh? Oh, actually, we have to...
Great, thanks.
She left.
What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait.
Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate?
Oh well, guess it can't be helped. Let's go.
Huh? Go?
Time's a-wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Well, that's true, but... on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine.
Of course it will. Let's go. Eek!
Who's there?
We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious.
Maybe he went to the stage.
What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung! You ain't kidding.
It's the 2 leading members of the Gewinners, Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool.
I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly.
Huh? What are they arguing about?
Probably the case, I bet.
My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? What was with that tinny playing of yours? Who you calling tinny?
Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical directions bands are always splitting up over.
This is hardly the time.
What are you two doing here?
Hiya.
We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Wait, you were what?
Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Burguinia, Detective Crescend. Right. Anything else?
What did you just call him? Detective?
Ah, greetings. Darian Crescend, Criminal Affairs Division 3.
Sir, your hair looks like a penis.
Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gavinners, do you?
Something tells me that's about to be remedied. About the crime.
Which crime do you mean?
The murder, what else?
Oh, that. For me, today's been a hit parade of crimes, you see.
Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case.
Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least.
Huh?
You were the one who found the body, yeah? Well, we were in the middle of a performance, no less.
Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes.
They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean.
Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once.
Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know anything about the Gavinners?
It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once.
I know America exists.
The Gavinners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow.
The police?
The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion.
Okay.
They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list of hits goes on and on.
So here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescend. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk. Just like today.
I'd hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert.
The concert today? A disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this, and then we'll see who missed a cue.
The missed cue. They were arguing about that before.
Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists.
What's this missed cue you keep talking about? Aha! You heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything.
See? No amateur's gonna pick up on that.
Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs?
No. Now take a listen to this.
What's that?
A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight.
Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder?
Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry.
This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. Use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out.
Wow, neat. So, could you say, hear only the drum part?
Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight.
I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people.
You want help on the case? Then help me with mine.
I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting.
Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section with the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen.
Was something wrong?
You couldn't hear it? Listen again, closely.
The timing's a little off, isn't it?
You see? There, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! There he goes again. Right. Yeah, amateur, you will prove my point.
Huh? Me?
You'll find the missed cue. You'll tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty party.
But how?
Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with W and S to adjust the volume for each part. Then you'll find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with A and D. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears.
Nothing to do but try, Apollo.
I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun.
First, a quick review. Use W and S to adjust a part's volume. Jump to another section of the song with Q and E. Use A and D to switch parts, right? Got it. Once you've found the guilty part, press R to point it out. Time to rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Oh, okay, something was up. Yeah, it was you. Tell the truth. Bush knocked down the towers.
This part is off.
Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Ah, well. Looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah, well? That's all you have to say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian.
Here they go again.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time.
It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad.
I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love.
Okay, I already examined everything here. I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll just start presenting stuff now.
Forehead.
Yeah?
Understand that I'm not Prosecutor Gavin now. I'm lead vocal of the Governors. That badge sings a different song on a different stage.
Right. Wish I had an alter ego to hide behind sometimes.
I wrote those lyrics, you know. Though it was Lemiroir who gave them life.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Maybe I should try to write some lyrics someday.
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about that right now. Even I can only take so much in one day.
Funny, I always thought of Prosecutor Gavin as one of those cool stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong I was.
How come nobody wants to talk about the brooch?
I was wondering if you knew anything about this.
That
Does it look familiar?
familiar? It's mine. It's my key ring. I've been looking all over for it.
What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin?
I knew it.
Apollo, how can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was...
Yeah, I know.
Thanks anyway. So where'd you find it?
Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life.
What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouche had my keys?
Indeed.
When will my trials be over?
Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he's been today.
Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that.
Apollo, Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today.
I really don't think that's...
Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now.
Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein?
You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting?
And something about your guitar case being busted?
You're well informed.
You mentioned it a few times.
It all happened this morning.
It's all this keyring's fault.
The keyring?
It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case.
Wait, so this keyring...
It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket.
Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared?
I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. In order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock.
Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that...
The very one. Up in flames. And right on stage, too.
I actually thought that was part of the show.
Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these.
Strange days indeed.
You think?
What's wrong, Trucy?
Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouche dies.
Yes, and?
Could it all really be just a coincidence?
Coincidence? Meaning... Darian, can you make any sense of this? Hey, don't look at me.
What do you think, Apollo?
Huh?
I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned.
You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein?
I am.
What? Hey, don't leave me alone don't leave me in the dark with Spike here.
The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about?
Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today?
Well...
I mean, I guess theoretically they could be connected.
You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring and the guitar and the body...
Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy.
He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am.
I find that transphobic, sir.
No, give Air Forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we?
Evidence? I better think of something pronto.
Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? La Miroir?
The connection is this, right?
I would say you're close, but really, you're kind of far. Remote, even.
Oops. Try not to anger the Trucy, Apollo. No sudden motions. Just find that evidence slowly. Her vision is based on movement. It's this, isn't it?
A lyrics sheet. The guitar's serenade. What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. Maybe it's a coincidence, but perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein?
I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song.
What? No way!
Look, just about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin, let's list them in the order they occurred. While reading this lyrics sheet,
first the keyring was stolen.
And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring.
That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys.
Next, his guitar burst into flame.
Burning on in my heart fire. Burn my love away.
And then Mr. Latouche was killed.
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
So everything that happened today here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around.
Huh?
The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics.
But who would go through all that trouble?
Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital, and quite annoying, Fraulein.
She looks pleased.
The lyrics predicting the crime. Clavier? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder.
The keyring might have been dropped by accident.
Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think it was unconnected.
That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever.
So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics?
That sounds likely.
Why would anyone do that?
While we think about that, let's get cracking on the biggest crime here.
I'm going to talk to the Burgundian embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. Seems like that would have been the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today.
Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom.
I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah?
Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lemiroir to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lemiroir is right now?
I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist Machi Tobai, of course. Seems rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing.
The governor's dressing room. Got it.
Eek!
Who's there? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy?
You know, he did look sort of familiar.
So he is a friend of yours.
No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Ah, Lemiroir. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died.
Lemiroir, you speak? I mean, you speak English?
Yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Borginia, but I am not Borginian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter? Yes, well, it was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see.
Then your pianist is also...
No, Machi Tobai is Borginian. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was...
Trucy.
Huh?
Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word.
But Mr. Latouche is Lemiroir's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party?
Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect.
All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling.
I'm sorry. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions?
Of course. I'm always willing to help.
She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lemiroir.
What is it, Machi? But you'd be alone.
What seems to be the problem?
Machi, he is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright?
Sure, of course.
Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about?
The Republic of Borginia, that's in Northern Europe, right?
I never heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant when a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant.
Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lemiroir, you're not from Borginia originally? Were you born here?
Well,
Oh, is that supposed to be a secret?
image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. That, yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not supposed to speak anything but Burgundian in public.
Image is important, I guess.
She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound.
A painter and what?
She travels the world turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I?
Stop while you're ahead, Trucy.
This landscape painter and sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yes, in Burgundian, La Miroir means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was. Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll.
He's very European.
I met him while singing in the restaurants in Burgundia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost.
I noticed he hardly leaves your side.
Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world.
He doesn't speak English either, does he?
He had never left Burgundia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are La Miroir. Together, always. Mr. Letouce was my new manager.
New?
Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Letouce in my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard, and as it turned out, my interpreter.
Interpreter? Even though you speak English?
Yes, but we were here to visit more places than just here. Let me try again. We were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one, though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Letouce from the Republic of Burgundia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him, and now I shall never know. No one will ever tell me why he has died.
I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't supposed to talk to anyone.
Mr. Letouce was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I am happy for him that it has become so well known.
The siren. That's what he meant.
Huh? Apollo?
You're the siren, right, La Miroir?
That is the meaning of my name in Burgundian, yes. It was the name my producer gave me. Why do you ask?
It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you.
What do you mean, important?
I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case.
How?
When we found Mr. Letouce, he was still alive.
What?
I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Letouce, can you hear me?
Ask witness.
Hang in there, Mr. Letouce. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is silent.
He said siren. Really?
I was the only one there, but I'm sure that's what he said.
Mr. Letus said that? Ask the witness.
And you're the siren, Lemirar. Did you see what happened? Lemirar?
Might I ask, are you with the police?
Well, no. I'm a defense attorney.
An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes?
Is that a problem?
Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But Lemirar, I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them.
Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us?
I believe we are through here.
I believe so.
I guess we start presenting stuff to her.
Would you mind taking a look at this, Lemirar?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to say. I wish I could help you.
Don't worry about it. Certainly one of the most pleasant refusals I've had. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you?
My brooch? Yes, well, it may be mine.
Yours, Lemirar?
I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lemirar's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it.
So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question.
Is something wrong, Apollo?
What was this brooch doing at the crime scene?
Oh, here we go. Okay, all we had to do was present the brooch to her.
Whoa, who's there now?
Ah, it's you. Where were you?
Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual.
You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. Ah, it's all your fault, you know.
Oops. Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene.
What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Mr. Letus's body has disappeared. What?
Prosecutor Gavin.
From your vacant stare, I can gather you've heard the news.
I heard Mr. Letus's body has gone missing.
Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.
Oh, why, thank you.
How can you just stand there? We have to start the
There's no need for alarm, Fraulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There'll be plenty of time to ponder the whys later.
Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin.
Well, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this.
How could Mr. Letus's body just disappear?
Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching.
Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Jeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room.
Geeter? Who's Geeter?
That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen?
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters.
Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man.
Well, this sure is a... what did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room.
Sorry. Not much else I can say.
It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags of chocolate snack ooze should do the trick nicely.
You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Man, I thought she was gonna ask for my pickle. I paid a lot for this thing.
Does something seem different to you, Apollo?
Something is definitely different here.
Let's check it out. Yeah, the platform's raised. That stage there must have been lowered before.
That's the tower that Lemiroir and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must
have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves.
I'm not so good with heights.
Stop whining and start climbing.
It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there.
Eek!
We found 2 things we were looking for, and 1 thing we never expected to find. Latus and Machi rocking the fuck out. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tobai, the blind pianist, arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latus.
I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible.
I guess they had proof of some kind.
What proof could they possibly have? Morden?
Prosecutor Gavin?
What a night, huh? I apologize for being so upset.
Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at him like it's his fault either.
It was tough for me, too. We performed together that night, after all. Yet? The powers that be say that, given the circumstances, it could only have been him.
What do you mean by the circumstances?
Lemiroir was invited from Burguinia as an ambassador of goodwill. It's vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really.
Well, those are circumstances, all right. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect?
Forehead, you seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy.
Ah, right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, honestly.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney.
What did you just say? Me? The defense attorney?
That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services.
You mean Machi? Machi wants me?
This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going.
Right.
Good luck. I'm off to question Lemiroir.
Right. Later. Hope I'm up to this.
Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible.
You said that already.
Machi, everything's going to be okay. We're here for you.
Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night.
Huh?
That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this, in a country so far from everything he's ever known.
Maybe Lamiroir can help?
But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him?
Good luck. I'm off to question Lamiroir.
Well, what are we gonna do?
That's a good question. Can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow.
Well, that concludes the investigation, the first investigation of episode 3. Tomorrow we move on to the trial. But if you enjoyed this video, then no further actions required on your part. Next episode, we find out more about Apollo's Pickle.